Hello everyone, welcome back to Drop the Knowledge. We're here again in the forest. I don't have my wavy tool with me today. I don't know why, but I forgot, I think. But we're still working on the Efteling marathon. I will only talk about attractions that I find interesting and find worth mentioning. It could be that I'm not mentioning one of your favorite rides, I'm not mentioning one of your favorite roller coasters, but that's more because of my own opinion. If you really want me to cover a certain subject, be it Efteling or otherwise something Dutch in culture, food, places, etc., put your comment below and I will take a look at it. And today is a very sunny day, a very lovely day. It's warm again here in the Netherlands. I love it, but imagine it's dark, it's very windy, there is rain everywhere, thunder sometimes, lightning sometimes. The wind is howling through the trees and you come across this ruined castle and it's the only shelter that you have. That's basically Het Spookslot. Het Spookslot in the Efteling is a haunted house, a haunted mansion with all kinds of animatronics, but also a complete walkthrough. Het Spookslot was also one of the first attractions that was not located in het Sprookjesbos, the fairy tale forest, which was the first thing that the Efteling actually created. Het Spookslot opened around 1978 and it was officially opened by Ted Hazekamp, the by then Secretary of Economic Affairs. A couple of days later, however, it got unofficially opened by Kate Bush, who also filmed one of her videos for her music there. This was also her very first television appearance, especially in the Netherlands. It is very interesting to see because I thought those animatronics that they used were a lot smaller than they actually are. Or Kate Bush is really tiny. So this haunted house, Het Spookslot, the haunted ruins of a castle basically, consists of both a walkthrough where you go through all kinds of spooky things, and also it is a show. The show mainly consists of a lot of animatronics and the Pepper's Ghost effect, which is actually a really well used effect because there are a lot of things happening at the same time and you truly believe that they are see-through, they are ghostly. And the Pepper's Ghost effect is an effect that happens when you use a glass at a 45-degree angle between the audience and the object itself. And you cannot see the glass, you cannot see the person itself, but you can see a reflection of it, and that reflection is half see-through and really appears as a ghost with the right lighting. And I have not seen that a lot in other attractions. If you know, please put a comment down. I'm really curious to see which attractions are using the Pepper's Ghost effect. So with that Spookslot also being a walkthrough, once you go in there, you actually go a bit up a ramp and there are a lot of spooky things going on. Especially in that time in 1978 it was very spooky. Nowadays it's not that spooky anymore because we are used to things, we are used to kind of animatronics. As you might imagine, Het Spookslot is a story within the ruins of a castle. If you go through the walkthrough, you will see all kinds of skulls and chandeliers and gargoyles, and there is this lovely major chandelier that's held up by a hand that's sticking out of the ceiling. So the story goes, as far as I know, that there's a Viscount van Capelle van Kaatsheuvel who has a lot of stories hidden in his libraries and a lot of wealth and things going on, and there's this witch who wants to steal everything. But the gardener actually catches the witch and the witch is put to death because it's a witch, and the witch puts a curse on the entire castle, and every night this castle is being haunted by all kinds of people. There are headless monks going through there are goblins, there are gargoyles, and if you look at the show, there's a lot of things moving, there's so much going on, including with the Pepper's Ghost effect. So during the show you will see the ruins of the castle, you will see everything coming alive at midnight. There are these headless monks who are chanting and going through a door. There's a lot of light effects going on, including the Pepper's ghost effects in that show. You have to watch the show at least 3 times to actually see like 80% of what's going on, because there's so much going on. Flowers are dancing, parts of furniture are dancing. There are all kinds of ghosts going on like beneath the ruins because of that Pepper's ghost effect. There are tombstones moving, there's someone hanging from a rope, there are like everything is going on at once, and it's really entertaining, if not a bit spooky. I mean, when I was a child it was really spooky, not anymore, but back then it was really spooky. Spookslot has a lot of history, it's getting really old, and I think it's kind of a shame that it's getting close. I do understand why. Like I said, we are used to scary things. We have these scary games, we get like all kinds of animatronics that we already know. Kids aren't really afraid of it anymore. For one thing that's good, for the other thing maybe it's not that entertaining as well. So Het Spookslot got out of fashion, and they decided at the Efteling to close down Het Spookslot by summer 2022, which is very soon. I watched it last time I went there and I still really like it, especially the Pepper's ghost effect that is not really used a lot. It has this really great atmosphere. It is dark though. It is very dark. You cannot really see anything if you're not used to the dark. You cannot film it if you don't have like a really good camera with like a good filter on there. So I mainly have pictures that I borrowed from the wiki, and I also have some things that I took pictures of myself, filmed myself. If you want to visit Het Spookslot at the Efteling, you only have a limited time. There is literally only 1 month, 2 months until it's closed, and then it's gone forever, only in memory. It's a shame, but I hope something really nice comes back to it. Knowing the Efteling, they are really good at creating atmosphere and creating things in the memory of Anton Pieck, and having fairy tales coming around. But let's move on to the next one, which is the oldest attraction in the whole Efteling. It basically shaped Efteling at how it is now and what kind of theme it is. And that is Het Sprookjesbos, the fairy tale forest. Okay, see you next time. There we go. Oh, I am testing out so many different tools. I don't know what's working and what's not, but I hope everything is alright. You like to go to the left, don't you? Can I keep you like this? Not really. Ooh. So that was Het Spookslot. Het Spookslot... 1978. Het Spookslot opened in 19... I said it in Dutch and I repeat it in Dutch. So Het Spookslot... Blah, blah. The main show itself uses the the Pepper's ghost. What is it? But there was this Viscount. What was his name again? But the gardener caught this witch and she was hanged. He was hanged as well, I think. Or she was... No, she was... Okay. Let's get... Okay. There are these Gregorian... So the Spookslot got out of faction. That would be too much. I'm only picking out some attractions that I really... Holy shit. I almost broke my ankle there. Holy shit. Ouch. That hurt. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. And to be fair, the Haunted Mansion at Spookslot has been around for a long time because it opened in 1978 and it was opened officially by the Ministry of Finance, Ted Haverkamp, and I'm not sure about that name or the thing.